Hello, everybody. Hello, you sinners and saints, you demons and demigods of freedom and courage. It is I, the Gezus, not the Son of God, but the Son of Clyde. Hope everybody's doing great. Welcome to the podcast. I just thought I'd give you a little, this is my Sunday night sermon. I'll have to edit this later. Welcome to everybody. So I thought instead of like me doing like a big old huge rant, talk about something that I really know about and have been among, and that's the homeless problem in the United States. And hello to everybody on TikTok. Please feel free to ask any questions that you'd like, and I'll do my best to answer them. What is this? Interact? Nope. Let's see. I probably should have done this better. I don't know how to invite people, so invite yourself. So I'm just going to invite. Doesn't matter. So if you want to come on, if you have any questions, feel free. But the homeless problem, I think we're experiencing this all across the United States. It brings blight. It brings crime. It when will you find love again? When you're ready, when you love yourself. So what are we doing? I'm just trying to give you an idea of like the type of things that I would do when I run for Congress. And I've also decided that I'm no longer going to run for either party. So I'm going to run as an independent. Thanks for all the likes that people are giving me. I appreciate that, because I realize that there are a lot of people who do not trust either party, and I am one of those people who believe that we don't even have two parties. No, when you truly, you'll be ready for love again, or when you're like, when you love yourself. And believe me, I know. I've gone into relationships and I've been like, emotionally abused because I thought, you got to stay because nothing bad's going on. You know what I mean? So understand that. So with homelessness in the United States, if I can get back on topic, it brings crime, it brings blight, and it's a real demand on city resources. By the way, this is the candle. Don't be a dick. This is the infinite possibilities symbolized by the Virgin Mary, and this is the candle of freedom and courage, because it takes courage to get freedom. And I think that's slowly being eroded away through. As we're seeing with court cases, although you can look at that as a good thing, is that the Supreme Court just said the government can't, rule over a woman's body, and I don't know, depending on how you like it. But aside from that, I'm losing everybody. Okay, what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want me to be silly? You want me to tell jokes? I don't know. 19, 18. Very sad and disappointing, I guess. But the reason why I would honestly make homelessness illegal, nobody would be allowed to sleep on the streets. Nobody would be allowed to put up tents. You would have to put these people into a rehab facility and somewhere remote, somewhere where they would be able to walk the grounds, get exercise, have a lot of freedom, without the ill givings of, addiction around them. And that's important. It is already. I don't know what is already, but no, now enforcing it. You can say they're enforcing it, but I know otherwise. I drive around this. I just drove around today, and there have there's this one guy over on Oxford, I think it is. On Oxford, I think it's Oxford and 4th, between 3rd and 4th. And he has been at that same spot, I'm going to say, for at least 5 years now. Nobody's moved him. I mean, he gets power from the lamppost. He's got a TV. He's got a computer, you know. And then you have like, and you know, developers allow homeless people to get into abandoned homes because there's a lot of homes that you can't tear down because they're considered historical in Los Angeles unless they get condemned, which is a favorite developer move. It's illegal to sleep on the streets. Yes, homelessness is illegal, at least in Las Vegas. Yeah, in Las Vegas, yeah, you are not allowed. But even, you know, I've even seen video of Las Vegas. You have people in those drainage tunnels, in those flood tunnels. I mean, and I've seen, you know, tent cities in certain parts of the of Vegas. Maybe not tent cities, but a large gathering of homeless people. There might not be any permanent structures, but they've definitely taken, you know, refuse places. No resource. Yeah, that's true. There is no resource, but you literally just have to start rounding people up and placing them in basically these, what Los Angeles is kind of doing. They're making these like little tiny home villages. But you just need to, you know, if you really want to stop, if Los Angeles really wanted to stop homelessness problem, they would post welcome, you know, welcome committees at the bus stations and train station, because that's where they all come in at, man. You know, and here's the thing. Democrats love it. Democrats love it because it gives them something to do. Look, we're taking care of these, and the Republicans go, well, look how bad these Democrats. So it's like they feed on one another into a world. San Francisco is just as bad. San Francisco, I went to San Francisco last year. They're doing a hell of a lot better than Los Angeles, man, because they have a huge tent city, but it's walled off. They can go out, they can leave their stuff there. They have guards. Is it ideal? No. Do they need to get them out of there? Yeah. These people need to be literally taken off the street and forced into rehab. That's the only way to solve this problem. Forced into rehab and into like work rehabilitation programs. That's the only way to solve this problem. But nobody wants to do it. Nobody. Because, you know, it's more profitable to have problems, because then you have people blaming this, that, and the other, and that's where we're at right now. Our politicians would just let's just take the Roe v. Wade, for example. Let's just take Roe v. Wade. All right. Now, we knew there was an early release of the decision. And when the decision like finally came out, like the official decision, what was the Democratic answer? Now, did the Democrats during that time when they found out, did they like, you know, here's something they could do right now, right? They could pass a law that says it's illegal to carry to term a child of incest or rape. They could pass that law right now. No, but they would even get Republicans, but they're not. They're not doing it. So that lets you know that they don't care, because wealthy people don't give a fuck, because they can go wherever the fuck they want and get shit done. They can hire, they can get one of their doctor buddies. They can do whatever they want. They're impenetrable. They can sell mortgages to people who can't afford them, knowing the government will pay them for any money that they lose on these mortgages, plus later on they're going to be able to buy the houses back at half price. So, that's why I'm running for Congress. That's why I'm taking the D off my name. Because they're working together. They get paid by the same people, the same military-industrial complex, writes our bills. They don't write laws anymore. Our government no longer writes laws. Lobbyists do. Lobbyists write the laws, and they benefit the rich, the wealthy, and the corporates. And I'm not a fan of the Democrats. Look here. I voted in my first election, just to tell you how I went. I didn't vote for Clinton. I voted for Ross Perot. It's true. That was my first vote. My first loss all right. Then, I voted for Clinton. Voted for Gore, which I think that was actually probably the first stolen election. And here's the thing. I don't care what anybody says about this election, that election, that. This is the truth, and nobody can dispute this. This is the honest truth. 80% of those voting machines are owned by one company. One company owns 80% of all the voting machines in the United States. And when Bush ran for the second time, the man who owned that company said, "We're going to deliver you to the election, Mr. President." That worries me. That should worry everybody. I honestly think we have to go analog with voting again. All my life, I've never backed a party. Yeah, well, after I don't know, I became an independent when the Democratic Party tricked Arnold Schwarzenegger into giving them complete control of the state, which is basically what happened under him. Because now it doesn't, it's, when people run, it's not the winner of the Republican Party and the winner of the Democratic Party go against each other. No. Wait a second. Speaking of fuckery, hold on one second. I will be right back because I wanted to show this and I kept forgetting. All right. This is my official California ballot, okay? The official California ballot. I didn't vote, by the way, because there's nobody to vote for. But I want to point something out to you. This is page 1. And I want you to look at the names on page 1, all right? Those are the names. See those names? Okay. This is page 1. See this name right here? Let me see him. This guy right here, Alex Padilla. Okay? He is also on page 2. He's on page 1 and page 2 of the California ballot. Now, do you want to guess if he won the primary or not? Has anybody heard that the California primary ballot had the same guy on the front and the back? Has anybody heard that? I don't think so. Is it on the news? It's not. That's why I saved it. I saved it because you could vote for that guy twice in this last ballot. If I were his, but is his opponent complaining? I don't think so. Why? Why is not every person on that ballot considering this invalid? I have no idea. You tell me. He's running for senator. I mean, seriously. Tell me. How is that possible? So, yeah. That's why I have to remove the D from my name. Because I don't want to be associated with any of those parties. I don't agree with a lot of what the Democrats are doing because I think they're corporatist. Because all the big tech giants are here in California, save Microsoft. You know? That's not good. I mean, California alone bumps between the 5th and the 6th world's largest economy. You know, we pay for this country. And, you know, the fact that Amazon exists, the fact that, you know, it's terrible. Google. I mean, these are extensions of the United States government. So, all right, man. Eagle Wolf, cheers. Thanks for popping in. So, yeah, that's why I'm running. That's why I'm doing these marathons. That's why there's no way you can donate to my campaign, because it's just going to be me. Because I don't want to owe anybody anything. I want to go in there and I want to do what's right for my constituents. I want to do what's right for for the people of this city, this country. And the only way to prove it is to not take money and show that I'm willing to work for the vote. And what am I doing? I'm attempting to run a marathon a day. I'm probably going to, it's probably going to be like marathon, bike, and then bike ride, marathon, bike ride. Or maybe I'll do, I don't know. It's something I have to think about. How bad do I want to destroy my body? I'm preparing for it. Getting good leg workouts, losing weight. Figure, you know, if I keep dropping weight and continuing with my workouts, I should be ready by October to do, at the very least, you know, a half marathon in the morning, a little rest, and then a half marathon at night. You know, but what do you guys think? What are you guys doing? I mean, I see there's people on here. What are you guys worried about? Do you think the country's going in the wrong direction like I do? Do you see that woke politics has gone, like, insane? You know, like, it's just crazy. And I don't see our politicians helping us. I don't see them doing anything for us. I don't see the change that we need. I don't see the infrastructure bills. I don't see the freedoms that we used to have. You know, the government could put us in jail right now for anything because habeas corpus has been suspended under the U.S. Constitution. That means the United States government has to, that's what I'm looking for, has to have proof before they can put you in jail. But as long as we have this Patriot Act, that's not possible. And that's one of the things I would first do. I would get rid of the Patriot Act. I would put up a bill for that to get rid of it. We don't need it anymore. We definitely don't need to start spying on citizens, because what are we finding out? It's that, you know, these groups are appearing out of nowhere with, like, uniforms. And nobody knows where they're getting their funding from. Change live layout settings. Grid. Switch. There we go. All right. Now, if anybody wants to go and just hit the plus, that way we can have a conversation. That's all I want to do is talk. Because I need to know what people think. I need to know what I can do. I need to know, if I do win, what needs to be done. And even if I don't win, I'd rather fail at trying to win people's votes than succeeding at not doing anything. Because I think we have too many people not doing anything. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'm going to get a little closer now. I think I'm done with... Yes, I'm at 22 for... So we're just going to end the stream. Boom. That's an end. I will